What's up everyone, and welcome back to E-Man's Takes. I want to take the first part of this video to thank everyone who has recently liked and subscribed and has recently watched my last video. I hope that you guys enjoyed the content and can't wait to see the rest of my content. I can't wait to create more content for you guys. I also want to remind you to turn on your post notifications so you get a notification every time I upload on this channel. Now today we're talking about the NFL and the breaking news that Odell Beckham Jr. has just signed with the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is obviously an addition to help Lamar Jackson stay in Baltimore, as recent rumors have come out that Lamar Jackson wants to leave Baltimore and find employment elsewhere to get a better chance of getting a championship. Now, will this Odell signing actually help them? Yes, in some ways, because their receiving core last season was subpar and dealt with plenty of injuries. Rashawn Bateman, a young 23-year-old who has upside and potential, only played 7 games last season. Devin Duvernay, on the other hand, a 25-year-old who also has upside potential, had his best season with 400 yards, when in the last 2 seasons he only had 200 comparably. Now, they also added Nelson Agholor, which is another old mentor that could help these young guys and also get a couple yards in there too. He also dealt with a subpar season last season with the with the New England Patriots, but the New England Patriots themselves also had a subpar season to what they were expecting. Now, Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson both experienced heavy drops to their yardage last season. Lamar Jackson, after having a season of 2,800 yards, only managed to get 2,200 yards. So the total of 400 yards dropped from the season before to this past season. Mark Andrews, on the other hand, went from having his best season in his career with 1,300 yards to only having 800 yards. So he had a drop of 500 yards entirely. Now, if you combine these two numbers together, that would make that this tandem duo, the duo of the Baltimore Ravens, the duo that they focus on, dropped 900 total yards from 2021 to 2022. Now, that impacted their season heavily. But this team is still very young and still has very good potential. And with Odell Beckham Jr. and a healthy receiving core and healthy Lamar Jackson, they could definitely make a push for the Super Bowl. Now, don't forget last season that they started Tyler Huntley. Against the Bengals in the playoffs, and they almost beat them if it wasn't for a 99-yard fumble recovery near the end of the game that completely took out all the energy out of the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens also had the 22nd overall pick this season in the draft, and they could definitely find a young, hot talent that could help them in their offense or defensive side. Rushing offense obviously is going to be Lamar Jackson, but J.K. Dobbins had a decent season last year and can continue to provide the same as he normally does. But what the Baltimore Ravens is ultimately hoping for is that this Odell Beckham signing will hopefully keep Lamar Jackson in Baltimore happy and not want to leave by the end of the season. Now remember, even though they just got Odell Beckham Jr., he did come off of a torn ACL, I believe he tore his ACL in the Super Bowl and was out last season entirely. Not saying due to injury, but just in total, he didn't play in the NFL last season. Now, obviously, he has time to recuperate and get back to playing in the NFL and be NFL ready by the start of the season. There's still plenty of time, and I do believe that this will help the Baltimore Ravens become better offensively and go back to what they were doing a couple seasons ago. Now, hopefully, I believe that even if Lamar Jackson doesn't want to stay in Baltimore, he'll still have a decent season this season so that he will at least be more enticing to new teams who would want to trade for him. Remember, this is the MVP guy who once had 3,100 yards and 36 touchdowns in one season. So he can definitely produce, and if he wants to, he will. He just needs the help of his receivers. And hopefully Odell Beckham Jr. is a safe pair of hands. He's one of the safest pairs of hands we've seen in the league in a long time. But hopefully he's a safe pair of hands that will actually help the Baltimore Ravens in this next coming season. Thank you for the Now, this is the end of the video today. This is all I have to say about this. There's not much to say on it. It's just what happened in the NFL today. Odell Beckham Jr. got snagged by the Ravens. Now, let's see what else happens in the NFL offseason, if the Ravens add any more, or if any other big signings come in. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.